My Android phone is dying, so I'm gonna have to record Ninja Shadow, Guard Me Sherlock, and Lost Alice when my Android phone is at full power. I would use the iPhone, but I'm pretty sure that due to so many game apps, the storage is not gonna allow me to make longer than 10-minute videos. So let's hurry up before my Android dies. Oh, and my laptop's dying. So let's see how much we can get before they both die. Oh, please don't die. Okay. It's at 6%. It's because I have too many on. Let me see. Come on. Give me my story before you die. Or are you overheated? That's what I dislike about this laptop. Or any laptop, because they overheat quickly. There he goes. I quietly snickered to myself. I noticed our guest of honor, Paula, having a seemingly engaging conversation with Nolan. They both grew up in similar affluent households. I imagine they have a lot to talk about. You seem to know a lot about wine. Why aren't you drinking tonight? I'd love to sit down and split a bottle with you sometime, but today I'm not too exhausted after the hard first day at work. I'm sorry to hear that. Speaking of work, you're at the same faculty as Cecily, right? Yes, that's right. Paul firmly nods. Cecily, come join us. What do you want, Paul? Your first day was just as hectic as mine, wasn't it? It was, yeah. Friend, co-worker, and now it turns out neighbor. Every time I turn around, I've got some new word to describe our relationship. Paul casually puts his arm around my shoulders. Don't tell me he's drunk. I thought he wasn't drinking. Did I forget to mention? Adorable fiancé. He then presses his cheek against mine. Suddenly everyone's gaze in the entire room is focused on the two of us. Fiancé? Nolan, who's standing closest, whispers thoughtfully while glancing back and forth between us. Yeah, that's right. Both our families have agreed. We're to be married. Oh, jeez, I hate that. Paul's declaration leaves me momentarily speechless. Hold on a second, Paul. I turn to him and raise my voice, but I'm abruptly drowned out by the sound of everyone's surprise. Do I have to read this one? Well, not that one. Just this. Dang it. Oh, wow. Way to go, Cecily. He doesn't take no for an answer, does he? He doesn't take no for an answer, does he? I like that in a man. Oh? And you're okay with that, Cecily? Well, either way, I think he's a great guy, but What's Timo going to think? He seems interested in you too. Are you kidding me? Didn't you notice the way he looks at Cecilia? Maybe. Then again, maybe he's watching her because she's the only person at the party he knows well. Joy, you have a lot to learn about men. I'm surprised you can't keep your long-distance relationship going. What? You're one to talk, Nolan. If anyone needs to learn about other sex. Hold it, you two. You're straying off topic. We gotta find a way to calm down Cecilia. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Count me out. I'm off to get a refill on my wine. So what's the scoop? Is Paul your man? I get the feeling he's going to have his target set on you in the next chapter. How wonderful! He sounds like every woman's dream. You said it, Joy. Although we've barely met the man, perhaps you should get to know both of them better. Second chapter threatens to be just as hectic as the first. Good luck. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the neck. I let out a faint groan as I opened my eyes. That was a strange dream. I stood up, then shrugged myself. It wasn't necessarily a bad dream, just a little on the embarrassing side. Timo and Paul fighting over me? That's one dream I'm keeping to myself. It's enough to make me blush, particularly since I can't imagine why I had it. It must be due to Paul's strange remarks last night. That and the commotion that occurred afterwards. I immediately began recalling what happened. And there you have it. Just so happens I'm also Cecilia's fiance. What the fuck, Paul? Paul added, reinforcing his announcement that our families had agreed we were to be married. Rose explained to me that the two of you were just childhood friends. Timo's calm voice rose up through the noise and confusion. His remark added fuel to everyone's excitement. Come on, tell us the truth. Which one is it? Cody steps closer and nudged me with his elbow. Don't tell me you're interested in Cecilia too, Cody. And you are not? I know you were just waiting for a chance to slip into the conversation. I've simply grown tired of this ridiculous farce. Sure you have. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, do settle down. It's pretty obvious to all of us how exceptionally charming Cecilia is. Carlo! Don't imagine for a second that you're innocent. He puts his hand... Carlo puts his hand on my shoulder and winked at me. I agree, my fiancé is quite charming. Blah. Must be tough, huh? Being engaged to someone as charming as her? I suppose you're prepared for all the rivals she's going to attract. And yet, out of all those rivals, I'm the one. Consider it an honor. I like the sound of that. Okay, let's have a toast to new friendships and love. I'm hating this story already. Carlo raises his glass in the air, and the rest of the group happily cried out cheers. Wait, don't tell me everyone thought Paul was being serious. The thought suddenly dawns on me as I'm recalling the events from last night. If that's true, I gotta set them straight immediately. I jump out of bed and quickly start getting dressed. Morning, Cecilia. Good morning. How about a cup of coffee? Ooh. This is definitely a part 2, because I have 5 more story tickets. After these 3 are done. Joy and Josh are there to greet me when I poke my head into the cafe. Good morning, Josh. Hi, Joy. Coffee sounds great, Josh. Can you please make it strong? Would you like breakfast too? Not today, thanks. The dishes are nice and chewy this morning. Unfortunately, I'm not very hungry. If anything, I'm too restless to get any food down. Come to think of it, I wonder if Joy believes that Paul and I are engaged. She might think it odd if, out of the blue, I try and convince her it's all a misunderstanding. I take a seat at the counter while pondering the implications. Joy then moves to a seat next to me. Cecilia, how about last night? Paul. Yes? Josh and I were talking, and we started to wonder, are you really in some kind of relationship with him? After all, Timo said something about you two being childhood friends, right? Where is... Oh, wait. I'm going for the other one. This one. I immediately reply, of course we're just childhood friends. Then Paul was lying about you being engaged? He's mistaken, I firmly assert. We made a promise to try and work together in Caldeo, and we share similar goals as researchers, but that's it. Well, even if he is mistaken, did you stop to think that it might be because he's in love with you? We're just friends. There's never been any kind of attraction between us. And I love that part of the MC. I just don't like her with Paul at all. I reply with a shrug. As two people who study animals, Paul and I are simply walking towards the same goals. When I try to explain to Joy, she doesn't seem to believe me. It probably doesn't help that she's not a researcher. Perhaps I should give up. At least I made some effort to deny our engagement. Any more and she might turn sarcastic on me. I finish my coffee and stand up to leave. Thanks for the coffee, Josh. You're leaving over? Oh, shoot. It's Joy. Fuck. You're leaving already? Yeah. Yay! We're headed towards him. Please stop at the 14-minute mark. Please stop at the 14-minute mark. That's all I ask. And my laptop is dying. Yes, I'm in a rush to get to work. I only started there yesterday. I've got a ton of materials I want to read, though. That's great. But don't forget to make time for the love you want to get the most out of life. Okay, Joy, that's enough teasing. I'll see you later. I hurry out of the cafe. There it goes. I just needed music for the bit that went silent. Sounded like Joy was actually convinced that Paul and I were engaged. Does that mean everyone else at the party last night might be similarly mistaken? Oh no, that'd be horrible. I let out a deep breath. I wonder what Timo thinks. Wait, what if he brings it up here at work? Rose. My head snaps up at the sound of my name. Oh, good morning, Timo. Tim ignores my greeting and gets right down to business. I want to discuss our plans to care for the injured leopard before and after surgery. I stare at Timo in surprise. He's carrying a pile of research materials so large it requires both arms. What was I thinking? Of course Timo wouldn't bring our engagement up at work. I quietly let out a sigh of relief. That's a lot of documentation. Thanks for gathering it all. When did you find the time? It couldn't have been easy investigating all that with barely even a day's notice. The leopard's care is of utmost importance. I simply did what needed to be done. Don't tell me you were working last night. Oh, come to think of it, I recall Timo turning down Mr. Chrysler's offer for a drink at the party. You returned to the lab after you left Lilac Court last night? After Lilac Court last night, didn't you? Forgive me for not realizing. I should have given you a hand. Don't let it concern you. I was happy to come alone. Besides, I'm the one who told you to leave and walked you home in the first place. But it's not... Oh, well, it's not fair, but I guess my laptop didn't want to stay for that last part. I guess until my laptop is charged or until next week, Shall We Date Love Tangle will continue then. Bye, Shall We Date fans. Bye!